These black tendrils fill this room, but Patrina is completely obscured from view. You only see the faintest bit of light coming from a magical aura about these tentacles and the faintest glow of daylight just outside, somewhere high within this mountain. A single shaft of light shines somewhere in this room, and the faintest glow of pale gray comes spilling out of that door. That is the only light you see beyond that faint glow of those tentacles. What do you do? Patrina is not in view. Let's go. We'll go this way in terms of initiative.
Okay. I am going to break concentration on the black tentacles.
Okay.
And as soon as she comes into view, I am going to cast Blight. And I'm going to quicken Blight so that it's a bonus action. And then I'm also going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Holy crap.
Okay. Yes, you do that.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, the black arms, tentacles sort of shrivel in. The clap of light, they disappear. Patrina is no longer on the bed, but she stands there, arms at her side, looking at you.
Boom. Go.
What do you do?
Well,
Yeah, I cast Blight using my meta magic abilities to make it a bonus action, and then I also cast Lightning Bolt.
Okay. Yeah, roll the hit or whatever. What do I do?
Constitution saving throw for Blight, and then
What do I gotta beat?
15.
She fails.
Awesome. She also has to make a Dexterity saving throw for the Lightning Bolt.
She succeeds. 22.
Chronal shift.
Yes.
14.
She fails.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 8d8 and then 8d6.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let's count it up.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Wait, I'm gonna count it up. I'll count with
Like,
you.
is there an easier way
I'll
to
just
do
write it
this?
down.
Right. All right. 6. 4. 3.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No. 7. 2. 5. 2.
And last one.
2. That's 31. So now it is the 8d6.
Okay. We get dice.
3.
Okay.
2. 5. 6. 4. 3. 2.
Okay, what's the total?
57.
57? Nice.
That's not as
Okay.
much as I was hoping for with
It's,
the
yeah.
Yeah, with 57, you cast light, and then what?
and lightning.
Light. You cast light on her, and suddenly you see her sort of take 3 steps back as her body is sort of exacerbated. She's strung backwards, and when lightning hits her, she goes flying back against that wall there with a heavy thud. Dust goes splintering off the wall. She looks at you in awe and shock, and just and then anger suddenly pours over her face. She goes and pours out with both hands. You see fire leap then from her hands.
We already have,
Is that a roll to hit?
Yes.
what do you have that you have
Yeah,
something
she's
on
gonna
you?
hit you with a 23.
Yeah, but you have something that protected you or something on you. I don't know what it was.
No, protection from evil and good one. Oh, is she considered an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead?
Nope.
She's not a fae. She's
Oh,
a
she's
dark
fake.
elf.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she has disadvantage on attack rolls.
What do you have on you?
Oh, that was a concentration. I don't have it on me anymore.
Okay.
Never mind. Yeah, so it's full.
Okay.
Like
You
a shield
take
block that. I don't have enough.
24 damage as fire suddenly leaps from her hands and seems to splinter into you, exploding. It launches you back against this wall here, right next to her brother. He cowers away from the flames up against this bookshelf here, and actually the dry pieces of parchment begin to catch fire next to him. He starts to pat them out briefly before sort of rolling over and running towards the two of you, that corner there. The two of you, Patrina and Relern, are staring directly across the room at each other. This is when she begins to take several steps forward towards you, and you see lightning emit from her hands. She takes a few more steps, walking straight towards you.
Can I cast a spell as a reaction? Or,
Do you have that ability?
no.
No?
Can I do it anyway?
No, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, she starts walking over towards you. It's your turn on days.
I'm just gonna peek around the door and shoot her with a silver arrow.
You're inside that room now?
I figured we were partially inside.
You were like stepped in the doorway is what I was thinking.
That works.
Okay. So you're halfway in that doorway and you string up an arrow? Or do you step back into the room further?
Can I step back into the room and do it? Or am I just still gonna
You can step back into that room, yes.
Second you do. See? Change it. Stay where there, stay there, stay there.
What do you do?
be? It's fine. I'm just gonna shoot her with silver.
From there?
Yeah.
Okay, roll the hit.
It's gonna get weird.
I was like, don't
It's gonna
freaking
be
move.
20 to 9.
That hits. Yeah.
Thank God.
I hope so.
Well, at some point it's not going to, but
What?
20 isn't going to hit anything at some point.
You think?
Yeah.
9 damage.
9 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many?
Sure. Gotta have a high enough bonus to our attack.
No, not even.
Doesn't hit? No? Okay. What'd you get? 3? Yeah, another arrow you string in and go skittering past her. She sort of moves halfway. The first arrow, however, it lodges there in her arm. She breaks it off, splintering as it shatters away in bolts of lightning. She continues to walk forward towards Relern. Her hands there at her side. She now bleeds from that down her arm, glittering with that lightning. Anna, your turn.
How big is this room?
This big.
I
This is
mean.
to scale.
Literally a few inches.
So like
This
this
room
room,
is approximately 25 feet across. It's slightly larger than this room.
slightly larger than this room.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not very big.
And then what has is the ceiling like
The
this?
ceiling is arched, so it's a little bit taller. Maybe 15-foot tall ceilings.
All right, I'm running at her with my spear, I guess. That's all I got.
Okay, roll the hit.
Nah, I get another one though. So, what hits her?
What'd you roll?
It didn't work, but I had two. Oh wait, I had two, but then I have. Or I had. What was the other one? What was the one right before this? 6, and so it would have been. Forgot to add. Would have been 14.
14 does not hit.
But this one would be 19.
That hits. Yeah. Roll damage.
There you go. Again.
Sweet. 10 damage.
10 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Solid.
Describe how you attack her.
Well, she's looking at Relearn, so I'm gonna be running. I'll run up to her and stab her in the back.
Okay. You do that. Okay. You run up to her. You stab her. She sort of arches. She goes and as you're there, she sort of knocks the spear aside from her. She pulled it back. She goes, looks at you for only a second before turning back at Relern. It's your turn. Go ahead and go.
All right. I would like to Misty Step right behind her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pew, pew, pew.
Roll for deception first.
Where's my 20?
That, yeah.
That is 15.
Okay. Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah.
You do that.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
he was like,
Yeah, we're going for
Oh,
it.
we played this against Vladimir. That seems like this was great for Vladimir. Because it was Vladimir's.
I think we play this one
Yeah.
usually for battle.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I
It
just
comes up pretty
remember.
frequently. All right, what do you do, my man?
I
You
just remember
got half a
Lightning.
second. 5,
Lightning bolt.
4. Lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt. Okay,
Lightning
roll the. Do I roll?
You roll. That is a dexterity saving throw.
Fails!
Yes! That's another
Okay, what are we doing?
8d6.
8d6?
Alright.
Sorry, baby.
Okay, yeah.
What?
She's gonna reroll.
Why?
Son of a god.
She uses a legendary action.
I hate that. She's an
Yeah, 23.
Seriously?
Chrono shift.
Okay.
Come
That's the last one.
One.
Yes!
Is that double damage?
Yup.
Yeah!
Double damage?
Oh my gosh,
Okay,
oh my
holy
god.
crap.
Oh
Okay,
my
okay.
God. Okay, wait.
Wait, I don't want to roll 16 dice.
Okay.
How are we gonna do this?
What's the? What are you
Just
rolling?
add a double.
It's
When you roll a,
8d6.
so when you roll a
8d6.
number, just add a double to that. So then you go roll
A
2 is 4.
D6. The average. We're going to say 4. Okay.
That's what they usually average.
So let's 4 plus 1.
5
5 times how many?
times 8.
Okay, let's do that.
40?
40 damage.
What if you get it better? Do you want to take that? Okay,
No,
that's fine.
I think
That's
40
average.
is gonna be.
I'll let
Okay.
you do this. If you want to switch, I'll let you roll once and we can multiply that.
No, just keep the 5. That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, we're
roll
gonna
an
stick
8
with
and
the
it's
So
gonna be the
40
best.
damage?
Yeah.
40 damage.
Jeez, okay.
That's
There's no way that's gonna finish her
Well, we
off. but
have-
That's a good start.
Okay, this is how much hit points she has so far. So she took 57, 67, 104 damage so far. Or 107.
107. There you go. Yeah. Okay.
And
She's
weak.
gotta have more than that.
She,
but she is-
describe how this looked when you did this, because that was a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So suddenly you evaporate, turning into mist.
Right.
The mist seems to plow through her, and she watches it as it evaporates, moving that sudden humidity, and you're now behind her. Before she gets a chance to turn, she looks over her shoulder, and you're already there casting. What does it do?
I'm gonna like.
Emperor
Yeah. Unlimited power. Yeah. If I could, I'd like to lift her up with how much.
Yeah,
power
let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes! There
You
you
lift her, screaming. She raises up into the air. You see her skin flaking, shriveling, all of it burning, and suddenly Casimir goes and steps in front of you. He goes and throws himself on you. Stop!
Can I grab
Throws you
him?
to the
Can I
ground.
buy them?
It's kind of surprising.
Oh, okay.
Roll for strength.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. So normally it's for attack, but I can do shield as a reaction. Give me +5 to my AC. That's what that one. So usually it's for like attack.
This is an attack roll, sure.
So I can add 5
for it,
to
yeah.
that. Oh. Okay. 23 then.
Oh, you beat him. Yeah.
God.
All right, yeah. He goes and tries to throw you to the side. He grabs onto you, and suddenly he too
Takes 40 damage.
begins to take damage. As you
Yeah.
hold this lightning, it sort of runs up through your body, it courses through him, and emits a long branch of lightning out, attaching to Patrina. You could stop, or you could continue, but he's also taking damage as she does.
I continue. I do not stop.
You see his eyes roiling in his head as they go and look to his sister. Suddenly she drops to the ground, and so does he. As that lightning ends.
She's prone. Get her.
I'd like to.
She sort of rolls, and he goes crawling.
Can I do anything? Since I'm
It's currently Amadeus' turn.
Fair enough.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk up to her,
Okay.
pull my sword out,
You brought one of the best group.
and just right into her neck, jam it in.
My God.
He reaches up
We
and
are
just sort of
vicious.
cry out, "No!" As you stab that sword. Describe it.
Just gonna go stab it, just push it over and try to decapitate her.
Whoa!
You do.
Yeah.
As you stab deep into her neck, she sort of goes sideways. Her neck splits open, spilling blood out in pools. It spurts, until it runs and stops flowing. There are only spills dripping from her neck, which has been nearly decapitated, held on by just where her spine connects and a little bit of skin at the back, flesh. Her head is strung out at an awkward angle. You stand there above her. Casimir crawls towards his sister, falls there grabbing at her arms. He weeps, sobbing over her body.
That's what. Yeah, I was.
If somebody else doesn't, I will.
Yeah. He needs to go. He paid. This is the price he paid.
Dang.
What?
It is dark, alright.
That's what I'm gonna say as it
Dead should
comes.
stay dead.
The price you. Yeah. This is the price.
Okay.
Crap.
He continues just to sob there. Just
96, 97 damage.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Can I do something?
I'm sorry.
Or if somebody else wants to do it.
He just weeps over her.
Is he dying? Like clearly.
He has sustained a great amount of damage, although he carries no weapon now. He left his crossbow across the room, so he just holds there onto her clothes, weeping into them. He doesn't look up at her face. It's strewn out across the paved stones there.
Can I do
He's
something?
not dead though. He doesn't have a heartbeat, does he?
You actually hear his heartbeat, yeah.
I'm just gonna put my hand on his back. Just wanna say something.
This is gonna be.
I'm sorry, but my sister's more important. And the dead should stay dead. This is the price that you pay. You suffered a lot. I think we should end that.
He just continues to
I just
sob
want him
there.
to come over.
Wait, what? He continues to sob there, weeping over his sister. He's not really cognizant of you as you move about the room until he goes bending down at his knees. You see his hands go to his side. And there you see a hunting dagger about his leg.
Can I come over and just
Just let him do it himself.
slice his neck? I want to decapitate him.
What?
Why?
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 Just
I
let him
want to.
kill himself.
No.
He's about to. Okay, fine.
He doesn't. No.
No, we're learning.
Well, we don't know.
I
what-
come over
we
with
don't know
my
yet.
sight
We don't
ready
know
to
what-
go, and I just slice up straight through his neck.
All right. He goes there, raises that dagger, he puts it up to himself, and just as he does, he's completely unaware as you, with a quick slash. There's a spray and the thud of a head rolling.
Your time has run out, Casimir.
Huzzah! No, I don't say that.
It was unnecessary. He was gonna kill himself.
Nothing honorable about killing yourself.
Doesn't need to be honorable. You didn't have to do it.
It's done.
Thank you, then. And Amadeus.
So what do we do now? Just wait.
So we have to wait. We've already seen what's out there. It looks to be day. price you have to pay for the things that are in this world. He got what he wanted. In return, it was this. Who knows if she was actually truly there, and he got whatever version of himself they allowed him to have.
Yes, the price for what you asked for seems to be quite high.
I don't think it's worth it. We're only here and alive because of. Do we actually know his name? Is that
You did not get his name, no.
The whiz kid.
or alive?
I'm assuming his name. I believe this is Kazan,
Kazan. Kazan.
the one whose tower we stayed at. Could be wrong,
It's a good guess.
but since
Since the symbols of the
symbols on the plate were the same, very knowledgeable, somewhat magically oriented.
It's true, he was fascinated that you were a wizard.
I think there's a good chance that it is him.
And look what has happened to him.
He's now somewhat of a gatekeeper for here.
It seems. Guess we just wait. Maybe we rest.
You see the room strewn with blood now. The two bodies laying on top of each other, head resting off to the side, severed, and that door open. You realize the state of the room, should he return, would be disastrous.
Should we burn
I-
the bodies?
Yes,
Just throw
allow,
them in the fireplace.
allow me. I'll clean up. You two can rest. It's my
Well,
mess
at least we
anyways.
can help burn the bodies.
I got it. I appreciate it, but allow me.
Are you sure?
Yes, quite. I'd like to start putting the bodies into the fire.
Okay. And
Good.
you
Thank you.
drag who first?
I'm gonna help you.
Casimir lays on top of Patrina.
I'm gonna take Casimir first.
I'm gonna
His
help
body
him.
first, and I'll leave the head for last.
I'm helping you.
Okay, you sort of drag him by his arms and legs across the floor. He spills blood. They're dripping, 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 all the way until it sizzles then at the embers of a fire that had gone out. The magic that you cast. And you have the
Oh, yeah.
faintest glow of embers still remain in the room.
Can I roll for survival and try to blow on it to try to light it again?
Sure.
Got a +6 to survival, so. 24.
So the unnecessary ones are the ones we always give her the
Yeah,
other.
you're able to start that fire back up, and slowly you're able to lay the bodies on top of it. It's hard to keep the fire lit as you begin to smell that of clothes burning, hair singeing. A great cloud of smoke sort of fills the room. It's terribly, terribly sickening to you. The overwhelming stench of a burning corpse. Clouds sort of plume into the room there. Do you continue with the other body after this one is
How does it
roasted for some time?
Just throw it on the
put
other
it
one.
like that?
Bodies aren't wood.
Fair.
They burn though.
Eventually.
How does the fire look after putting the first body on? Does
It
it look like it
looks-
would go out if I put another body on?
It looks as if it would take a great deal more fire to burn through both corpses thoroughly.
Oh well.
Oh, the spell I had in a second.
Can I go to sleep?
You actually going to sleep this night?
Yeah.
Actually go to
You
sleep.
need a
Um,
rest.
I'm gonna say roll for charisma, a charisma saving throw.
Actually, I think it's 0. No, it's -1. It's 11.
sit there thinking about Casimir and his sister, who he tried to save. As the two of you continue to work on these bodies, eventually you hear something in the hall from the direction you had come before. Scuffing of stone.
Does it sound like? Do we all
door
hear this?
opening and closing.
He's probably just gone.
Suddenly he comes into the room again.
He's just gonna go.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is.
Who opened my door?
What is the meaning of this? What have you done? Creatures have no respect. Did you do this? What happened here? What happened here?
He goes over and looks. He makes a motion.
He can see it. Oops, I didn't record it up.
He steps over past the body parts and the blood. He steps over ahead and moves to that door.
What is this?
He goes, grabs that, and closes that secret door there.
I have been nothing but a gracious host. You remove yourselves. Remove yourselves from this place.
Will you take us out?
Take you out. Take you out.
This is the price they paid for the choice you made. There is nothing you
Price
could have done.
you pay. Look what you've done. You threatened me so.
Threaten you
You.
how?
We didn't threaten
We did
you.
not do anything to harm you. Nor did we step inside that room.
Why is
It was
my
opened by
door
this man.
open?
He opened it.
Roll for deception.
You
You did open
did open it. Oh, well, 13? I don't
13?
think. Well, hold
Can
on.
I help her?
Well, oh no, it's +4, so
Oh.
17.
Okay, how would you help her?
No, I got
Never
17,
mind.
yeah.
She got 17.
How would you help her?
No, no, no.
I
I
did
never
open
done.
I did.
No,
No.
I'm pointing at this man who's dead in the fire.
Oh, you definitely pointed.
Oh no, I'm pointing at Casimir.
Okay.
Yeah, that's who I'm pointing at.
He looks at him and then looks at Rolern.
Is this man a wizard?
Who?
He is magical. He can cast spells. He's not specifically a
He
wizard.
walks over to the fire. Looking into the fire, he goes, takes a poker, pokes at the bodies. He pulls forth a ring.
Enchanted, yes. Still, it is rude to destroy one's property.
We
I
apologize.
I apologize, and I am working on fixing up the room to put it back into its state.
We were trying to fix it for you before you came back. We apologize for
As
the
you
things you
shall.
deserve.
Put this room together and you should leave.
Will you escort us out, please? Safe way to exit this place.
He goes and walks back across the room over here to his bookshelves.
The books, all of them in blazes. What's this? Are you stealing? Are you stealing, boy?
He goes,
What is that in your pocket there?
Just a book that I've been reading and recently received it.
Is that one of my books?
It is not.
One of my books?
I promise you it is not.
he goes and sort of reaches at your coat
I try
pocket
to
for it.
Fall back. I promise you, it is not one of your books. I brought it here with me.
Perhaps I've forgotten. I am old. I am old. I am old. Fix this. Fix it.
Yes, of course.
Your name, what was it?
Amadeus.
Amadeus. Were you the one with the sister?
Yes.
Sorry about her. No. It's a shame she burns there.
Definitely disappointed.
Disappointed it was your sister. Are you not distraught?
I most definitely am. Couldn't even sleep.
Fix this.
Can I cast mending to fix any of it?
Sure, yeah, you see there, and the bed is kind of splintered apart, the table broken, laying on the floor.
Yeah, I cast mending to try to repair both of those items.
What was your name again?
Berlin.
That's fine.
Oh, yes.
Oh, who?
What?
What is your name?
My name. I told you, I'm sure.
You did not, actually.
Huh?
Is your name Kazan?
That name, Kazan. Kazan, it is. Kazan is a name. It is the name of a great wizard. A name of a great wizard, indeed. That is his name. My boy, that is my name. That is my name. That's my name. Yes, yes, that's right. That is my name. And what was yours?
Mine is Berlin.
You remind me of someone, yes, you do. Not Kazan, that is me.
It is you, yes, indeed.
You come here seeking knowledge now.
I do.
And your friends,
I believe they seek knowledge as well.
and one. Pity for his sister.
It is great. It is terrible what has happened.
Yes. My boy, you have reminded me of such a great memory. You're not perhaps a general, are you?
I'm not. Sorry.
No. You remind me of one I spoke to many, many years ago. Yes. Or was it so recent? I can't recall. The good general, yes. Very good, very wise, very practiced. You too, I see it in you. You have a sort of power that comes with being a great magician. No.
I've spent many years perfecting my craft.
Have I told you a riddle, boy?
You did tell me a riddle.
Did I? What was it?
I don't remember the exact wording, but I remember the answer was transmutation.
Oh, yes, that's it, boy. Yes. Secrets revealed. Revealed secrets. How may I help you, boy?
Yeah, I'm distraught. My sister's
I'm seeking knowledge.
Knowledge of what? To be more specific.
I'm seeking knowledge on how to control time, manipulate time,
Manipulate the time, yes.
go back in time.
Oh, yes, yes. And your friends here?
I can't speak directly for them, but they also seek
You,
knowledge.
what is it you seek?
passage out of Barovia.
Oh, yes, passage.
Is that possible?
Oh, yes, they are great. Many things possible here. But I can't just show anyone. But I could show a great wizard, yes. I could show one, yes. Do you know one?
Me?
Oh, yes, that's right. You. This is your friend.
Indeed, yes.
Is he a great wizard as well?
Yes, he is.
Oh, very well. Tell you what, answer my riddle, and I will show you to what you seek. Yes?
Sure.
Of course, let me just think of it. Let it come to me again.
Yeah, sing one.
Conjure me not, I will not enchant thee. I know not the future and the past, it eludes me. Evoke the divine, I have not the time. But ask me again, for my study is changing now, and don't feel bad if you don't get it. This one is difficult.
I think I know this.
Yes.
Transmutation.
Oh, he is a wizard.
As I said.
Great one, yes. I am so sorry, my boy. I am so sorry for your loss, but it is only but a brief blip in that whole eternity. I think you should find. Now then, you seek to stop time and turn it back? No.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And,
He's trying to leave the mist. Go leave Barovia.
do you have a name, then?
Um,
Of that which spirit you wish to speak? There is great magic here, boy. Many of which contain books. Come, let me show you. All this chatter and no pizzazz.
He goes and slides across the bookshelf.
Leorond.
Suddenly a door opens up, and in the middle, a great circular room. About here.
what the heck?
A grand library towering high up. There's no ladders, no way of reaching any of these books, and yet every bookcase is utterly filled. There is a staircase down this side, which leads lower. Actually, it looks more like this since the staircase is on that side. You step into this room. As he goes,
Welcome to the library.
above you, you see angels painted in the ceiling. Some of them beautiful. Their wings are on fire as they fall. And you see these great comets passing down this grand painting. They almost seem to twinkle and move as the angels, their wings drift, their feathers fluttering, only briefly, but as you look closer, they're not moving at all.
You seek knowledge.
Yes.
You seek power.
In a way. To manipulate time.
There are many here who could promise such things. Many more who could not. This room was locked away. No, I cannot recall who. He came. And he made me promise. I should not be in here. I should have not shown you this. I'm so sorry. Please follow me back.
I mean, you've already shown us that it's a great library. Have you collected these books yourself?
No. Oh, young boy. This was a temple long ago for many, many grand wizards.
Like who?
The names, my boy, are lost to all of time. And with them, their powers.
I mean, perhaps you could help us find them.
The wizards.
Their knowledge.
Oh, yes, their knowledge is here. Yes, it is. If you seek true knowledge, you will find it in these books. You will know the word Leopold and Zoroastrian.
Sebastian and Leopold.
Yes, these are words to expel empty pages of their knowledge. But if I were not to show you, which I cannot show you, I would not show you what lie beneath this library.
And why? What is that?
I will not show you.
I mean, you could tell me. It's not the same as showing.
Perhaps. There are greater vestiges. Amber succumb to that power which they sought to lock away forever. And yet I have spoken too much. Please excuse me. Follow me back to this room.
As he walks back into his room, you kind of linger in the library. Not much longer. The bookcase slides back into place. It's as if he'd forgotten about you.
Brandon. He's not on his right mind.
No, he's not.
Apparently he thinks that's my sister that died.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry to hear that, somebody.
Thank you. Disappointing.
Alright, shall we
I'm
look?
sorry. It is my fault. I mean, yes, we should. I don't know what to look for, though. I mean,
We have time.
this library's massive.
What are you specifically looking
Time.
Time.
for? Like the plant?
Yes, the plant. No, anything that can give me the knowledge on manipulation of time.
I'm gonna turn to a raven. Just start flying around.
Amadeus, can you look for anything on Strahd, please?
None of the books are
Either.
marked. None of the books are marked. All of them,
Books are marked.
their bindings, blank, black tomes with gold, gilded.
I can start throwing some bindings.
Okay. Yeah, you go.
Just gonna grab one.
As you see
Might as well.
him dropping these books, they spring open and
Can
the
I
pages.
catch? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never
the
mind.
pages as they hit the
I
ground.
was gonna. So you get.
Oh yeah, are you gonna try?
Yeah, I wanted to try
go
to
for it.
catch them.
Yeah,
I
you
was
go.
just like tucking.
Can I try the mage hand?
Yeah, sure. You catch it and lower it down to yourself. You flick open the pages, and they're all empty.
Remember the spell? He had just said it.
Yes.
Can we?
I'll call it Leopold.
Yeah, and as you do, suddenly the words seem to shimmer, and it reveals magic, that of the nature variety of plants and how to manipulate them.
Is there like stuff on the
Pointless.
binding now, or still nothing on the binding?
Useless magics.
There's still nothing on any of the bindings.
Should we keep this one on the floor?
Yes, that stack of thorns we find that's not what we're looking for.
Is this your general strategy? You're knocking off books, you're pulling books.
Yeah.
Casting
Can
a spell.
I roll for Arcana to see if I can find, like, kind of feel my way
Go for it.
to a book?
Can I cast the spell too?
I really wish I
I'd
had
like
like
to roll far enough,
identify. 15.
15. You get the sense that this is a grand library that, made by wizards, they wouldn't need ladders, they wouldn't need any sort of organization system, though they would probably keep them organized. Any book that would be required, locate object, would simply bring it to attention, and they would be able to draw it down off the shelf.
That'd be great.
But you
If
don't have
anyone
that
had
spell.
that spell.
Oh, is he gonna get that spell?
You linger there and continue the strategy, yes?
Yeah.
You stay there for some time. How an hour passes, 2 hours, 3 hours pass, more. You find many spells that you think would be interesting, many spells you'd love to learn, some that do have the tint of chronomancy, but nothing so bold as what you're wishing to achieve. You discovering other spells, much of it is understandable. There's a shorthand amongst wizards that you're not quite familiar with. But as time wastes away or learn, you grow exhausted and you begin to feel something. A pull, a tug. There you look down. You see a shimmering in the bowl of your octopus. Faint glowing light, that of a reflection maybe somewhere else. You look about the room, but yet there's no light source. There's a glowing in the ceiling that is made of amber that emits this dull light that's readable, but nothing so bright as to create a reflection. It guides you, and as you watch it flitter across the page stones, you see it lead to the staircase. Relax. Relax.
Tara?
Tell sits atop a globe on one of these tables. He looks at it, pecking at it, and suddenly flutters up. He flies about the room for a moment. He goes and suddenly plummets down, flying after Relern, and then passes him. You see this black raven come over your shoulder down into the abyss.
Was that Amadeus or Stefan?
Stefan. Alright. I don't know what's gotten into him, but I guess we should follow him.
Are you both going down there?
That's my raven. I'm definitely going down there.
Should probably stay with us. Just make sure nothing happens. Let's do this. No.
Yeah.
Every single bone cracked. Gee.
You proceed down these stairs. Anna, do you follow?
One second, I forgot this in this room. I was going to pee again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
It's the pee-pee round.
You come down these stairs here, and the tone of the room seems to shift. There's a faint light, again, in the glowing of the walls. As you come down this room, and there, you see the faintest bit of movement as you come down these stairs. There's an altar in the middle of the room, and large pieces of amber.
I'm in the back. You guys are the ones falling. Yeah.
As you come down the stairs, you see the body of a young girl prostrate out across the stones. A little girl, maybe 9. You see the faintest pale white skin and a little purple dress. And there, surrounding her, are large amber sarcophagi. In the center of this room, behind the altar, one had been shattered. Little pieces of amber are scattered upon the floor. You see them glinting in the light as you move downward. As you come into this room, Relern, you watch as that little light dances. It moves. Suddenly it jumps. Here. To that piece of amber. There it makes a dark stain and seems to disappear.
The amber disappears, or
The
light
small
does?
faint light does
Okay.
disappear.
So it must be that one.
I walk over to it.
You do. As you do, you're utterly convinced that you must place your hand upon it. Relern. It's time, Relern. It's time.
Is there anything we have to call out?
Touch it. Just touch it. Place your hand, Relern.
What is this going to do?
Show you. You watch him sort of convulse. The breath goes out of him as he begins to seize there, touching the amber. His hand tenses and you watch his muscles, all of them, seize up tight. Learn, it's not an unpleasant sensation that washes up your arm and over your body as if you were crawled into a warm bath. But there you become suddenly aware of a presence. You see nothing but black. But there's someone there in the darkness, as if you'd stood in a room and inches from your face was another being.
Hello.
Hello? Your voice comes back to you.
Where am I?
Where are you?
Can you help me?
I can.
Can you give me the power I desire?
I could.
In return for what?
You're a young pupil. Should I waste my time? Where is your master?
He was more than Canaan.
Well, where is this Morden Canaan? I should wish to bestow my gifts upon one greater.
He's no longer great.
Is he not? You feel the sensation behind you, really. For I have seen into your mind, Relaine. I see many things. The voice suddenly comes. It's Gyros now. Relaine, why did you kill me?
I didn't.
You did.
I didn't. He was more than Canaan.
Did he?
He did.
And you fear him?
Not anymore.
You do.
No.
You do. Why is he still alive, Relaine?
Because I wasn't strong enough then.
Are you strong enough now?
With your help, I believe I am.
With my help, indeed. Do you know my name, boy?
I do not.
I am Tenebrous, Lich King. You seek power. You seek greatness and power. Learn. I am called Kingmaker. But you have a king. What is there to do?
Get rid of him.
You'll take his head.
I will.
Good. But will you give him power? Yes, he wants power. He does, and I will. Go then. Bring me the head of your king, and I will make a king of you.
I will.
You will. You will. I will. Your verse repeats again. I will. I will. All the while, he seems to go still. And Amadeus, you watch him, and you see there, in front of this piece of amber. Stefan. He lie there on his back, his feet curled.
I walk over to my.
You do that. As you walk over to him, a dread comes over you. Do you pick him up?
Yes.
As you touch the bird, suddenly a hand reaches from the amber and grabs you by the wrist. It pulls you in, and you find yourself suddenly enveloped by gold and then by black. As you're pulled inside, and you find yourself in a dark room with a presence. You know the scent of her, your wife. You feel her. A hand, it touches your arm and moves up to your elbow and releases. You know her touch. What do you do?
Does it feel pretty real to me?
It feels very real.
Like I'm pretty convinced.
Yeah.
Is her arm still on me?
It leaves, but you feel her breathing there behind you.
Can I turn around?
You can. As you do, you don't see Lenore, but you see a silhouette of yourself, backlit by some orange light. And her presence is behind you now. She touches your face and presses her cheek against yours, but you can't see her. Tell me, child, what do you seek? Kindness? Kinship? So, the voice disappears, and reap. What is it you want?
Safety.
Safety.
Passage out of Barovia.
You wish to flee the mists?
Yes.
You are no man. If you're craven, you take my hand. You feel her hand grab yours and pull you forward. Your soul behind in part, it will stay until the day. Until the day.
Till the day what?
Look here. This child. She could have been ours. You are suddenly aware of the altar in the room. It's completely black except for this single spotlight on that altar and the little girl that lay there. You don't recognize her, but she's beautiful. Small child, maybe 9. You want safety. I bet she wanted safety.
Who is she?
A wretched soul, a fellow traveler to the grave.
After.
She was killed.
By who? Or by what?
Indeed. By what? You wish to flee these mists? I will allow it. But you will leave as a raven. Or I could grant another gift, for my powers are many.
What's the other gift?
This child, this poor, innocent
innocent child. You may choose. You may save her, or you may leave
As a raven.
as a raven.
And
You-
only as a raven.
Yes. You and I. Suddenly, Lenore steps forward out of the mist. You and I could leave. We fly away as ravens.
It's not life. I want to look at you as a raven. My wife. More than that. That won't be enough.
Here we are nothing. Here we are dead, just as that poor little girl.
At least here we can bring life. Even if it's taken away, we can still bring life. If we go, we cannot.
So choose. Choose.
Choose the girl.
You see Lenore step backwards. She had two wings, two arms, and suddenly one disappears. She goes and grabs at hers. And soon she disappears into the mist. And now we go to Anna.
Inspiration, boy. That's cool. Good choice. Screw that.
Anna, you come down those stairs last, and you become fixated upon that little girl. She lay there. Amadeus and Relern, they both walk around her as if she isn't there, but you can't. You step forward and you know her. Her father called her Bella. Arabella. Little girl. What do you do?
Am I just like walk? Can I just walk up to her?
You do, and you see her face sort of pinched in pain, but relaxed all the same.
Can I inspect her?
You go and you look at her, you see the way her head is tilted. You look at her neck, unmarred, but your finger goes and you touch her chin. And on the other side, two small pinpricks. As you stare at that body, suddenly the world around you, it goes dim. Your brother isn't there, Relern isn't there. It's nothing but the girl and the table. Anna? Anna? The voice comes from behind you.
Do I recognize it?
You do. It's Strahd's.
I turn around.
There you see, not Strahd, but a tall, standing figure. It leans over you, large bat wings. In the darkness, you can't see any of it beyond a silhouette, faint glowing red light.
hovers there, shrouding you in shadow.
I cannot touch you. You are not mine. What do you seek here, child?
The truth.
The truth. Your soul is claimed by another. Ask him for the truth.
His great wings part. And suddenly, he seems to disappear out into the mist, and unveiled as a curtain might, a figure steps forward. Anna?
Is it Strahd?
It is. He comes forward, stepping into that light that shines, only emanating from the sarcophagus, that stone altar, and the little girl, that pale light. What are you doing here?
How do I know it's actually you?
It's me. I told you not to come this place.
For you do not own me.
I do not.
And here I stand. In this place that you have come, you have made deals.
I have.
Tell me the truth. You chase this life, this person, this who I am.
I chase you.
But I am Annalie as well. That is who I am. That is, I was born as that as well. Tatiana is me as well, in my past and my future. But this is my life as well.
It is.
I want you to choose me for who I am, not who I was. As your equal. Not this goose chase that you have done for hundreds of years. And once you have captured or taken your prize, you then forget about it.
He looks up at you. There is a sorrow in his eyes, and yet there's also a glint of pride. You are ready. You are not like the others. You are strong. You are a lion, no sheep. I told you not to come here, Tatiana. But this is where it all ends. Here. I asked you one thing, do you recall? Upon my proposal.
My soul.
Indeed. For it takes all of one's soul to do what one must, to become an equal with this great power. The amber, it is broken. That spirit you saw, he is but a specter of what was. When I died, that day of the wedding, I became vampire. But it cost, you know. It costs love. The one you love. The one who loves you. You must take their life, Anna. And I asked you before, I knew you would not be strong enough to do this, but I believe you are now.
To take the life of your learned Amadeus.
Do you love Rilla? Your brother, he wishes to leave, but I could not let him leave. For this is his purpose. You, the she-wolf, him a lamb, led here for the slaughter, not by me, but for you, Anna.
How is it my decision to take such a life? Such a life as my brother.
It is the
Yes.
price.
I
It is
am
the
a
toll.
lion. And as a lion, I feel as I should make my own decisions. I can make my own path. This does not seem like the right way to go. I will not take my brother's life. And I will not take my friend's life.
The price is not your friend. The price is your brother. And I will not force you.
You asked for my soul. Where is yours? Have you given it away? Can you never love?
I do love.
And how could you ask me to do such a thing? If you truly loved me, you would find another way.
I have exhausted all other ways.
You have listened to the darkness in this temple. That is it. We're following what they say, taking a life.
And that is all there is left.
Are you not a lion as well? You make your own rules.
This is not my game, Anna.
It seems like it. A game you play again and again.
The decision is yours. I will not make it for you. I must go. I'm not here.
You are not here.
Begins to disappear slowly.
Can I try grabbing him?
Sure.
Okay, I try grabbing him.
You do that. It's not that he turns into mist and evaporates, but your hand passes through him. It is but a vision, and the room seems to materialize around you again. There, your brother and Rillern lay on the ground. You're the only one conscious in the room.
Can I go see if they're breathing?
They are. Who do you go to?
Amadeus first.
So, wait.
That's
It's fine. I get it.
The credit.
Just be really sad. Whatever.
Throw a bucket of water in my head.
Can I inspect the other? Like anything else around the room that I can see?
You look around and you see these other sarcophagi.
Also, is the guy still here? Like that spirit?
No, that spirit is gone.
Oh.
All you're left with is that room and that dull silence. The longer you wait, they don't seem to wake. Everything is still and calm and quiet. And that corpse that lay there.
Can I inspect Amadeus
Kick me.
just for a second? I want
I
to find
will
one of his
already.
wooden stakes.
You're welcome.
Can I grab one of his wooden stakes?
The hell? Those are
You do?
Grab my garlic.
Yeah, you're able to rifle through his clothes and you find it. As you're doing so, you become conscious again of that smell of blood. It sickens you, and yet it's so sweet. But it's not the blood that makes you sick so much as it is the thought that this is your one chance. If you were to be with him, you can be no lamb. You have that feeling, that pit in your stomach. You You will die. Just as all the others did, running in fear.
Can I like yell out, isn't there another way?
Yeah, you do.
I say, I'm just gonna say that.
It resonates within the chamber. And it's all still silent.
Yeah, just,
That doesn't make sense.
No.
no. Just give me another way. I'm just gonna be like screaming at the powers.
Okay.
All so powerful.
You shout at them, and that darkness is repressive. It stays there, lingering. You get the sense that there are many eyes upon you, eyes watching. And you see there, glinting, that little pieces of amber about there, all shattered. That spirit released. You know there is no other way to be with him. You go pacing about the room, yelling. You know you have to decide.
And do what?
It's okay, I'm kidding you.
What would you do? I'm gonna pick up maybe one of those pieces of amber or something that's glinting on the ground.
Okay. You do that, and as you touch it, suddenly you hear breathing louder. It's coming from Relern. It draws you, and maybe he wasn't breathing louder, but you hear his blood pulsing as he sort of, as if in a nightmare, and suddenly his jacket spills open. And there's a book.
I go and get it.
You go down to that book. You grab it. You do. And suddenly, a great writhing pain rocks your head, and you're spun out of that room until daylight is surrounding you, and you're suddenly not in this deep, dark hole in the ground, but in the streets beneath a blue sky, watching a man dressed in perfect golden armor on a white horse with a sword at his side. He raises it out to the people, untarnished, glinting in that light there. And there he sheaths it again, seeing the children laugh. He grabs a rose and tosses it before looking down at you. His face is different. You've seen this vision before. He's handsome, young. You know him. And right there is what will have to end. Touch the book. Touch the book.
Dude!